Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the live stream. My good name is One Boy. Here we are again. Day 2 of live streaming in the village. Ooh, my good girl, Lean. How are you doing, Lean? Welcome to the live stream. I'm good. You? I'm good. I'm good. Yeah. Today I have my laptop functioning, so you all can type in your languages. Okay. Welcome to the live stream. My good name is Ombo. Yesterday we left it at a heated point because electricity is here and there. But how are you doing? How was your day? How is your day going? For those of you who just woke up. This is day 2 of live streaming from the village, Yeah. My Oh my god, I can hear cats moving around. Let me know where you're watching me from. Can you say hi? Yeah. Yeah, yesterday from the moon, right? Yeah. Yeah, I showed you all the moon yesterday. Okay. Like the live stream, guys. Welcome to the live stream. My good name is One Boy. And yes. We're still live streaming from the village. Thank you so much for being here. Uh-huh. Okay, I'm trying to like keep myself warm. So let me figure that out. Keep saying hi. My good name is Warm Boy. Let me know where you're watching me from. I was born and raised in Kenya. Yeah, and right now in Kenya is 10:44 p.m. Right? Yeah, 10:44 p.m. Okay, so I kind of have to like snuggle inside the bed so that we can have a successful. Yeah, so you have to get inside the blanket, otherwise it's so cold. Okay, that's pretty nice. Welcome to the live stream, guys. Okay, we are getting started. So setup is very important. Ismail Kahindi, hi. Ismail, how are you doing? Do you have moon again? I don't know. I don't know if there's moon, but I don't see a reason not to. Oh, I don't see a reason why it wouldn't be there. But I think yesterday was the only day that we were supposed to have the moon. Okay, so this is pretty much nice. I think cozy and stuff. Yeah, for some reason I'm still not comfortable. Okay, this is better, right? No, I kind of need to attach this lighting to something else so that I can be able to move around. Anyway. Uh-huh. That was quick. So what will I attach this to? Sad Musadik says, let me translate that. Hello, good to see you. How are you doing? Thank you for the like. Thank you for the like. We're getting started here, and of course, I have to figure out. Okay, 1 minute. The electricity is not going out, but yep. Okay. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Darkness. And you know what? I actually can do this live stream without any lighting, right? How are you doing today? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. It's been actually it was not a good day. There was no electricity almost full day. That and in this world where we are used to scrolling, what do you all think? Is it cold there? Very cold, in my opinion. Okay, that's nice. But I think the lighting kinda takes the video to the next levels. So I'm just gonna do it. Yeah, it does. I'm more clear, more yeah. Oh, okay. And it's hot over there, right? Is it hot over there? Okay, and actually, there's a video that's posting right now. I recorded some of my activities today, so we have that. It's called in Cape Town too. Okay, funny. Oh, you're in winter. You're not in summer. I know in South Africa, you guys have seasons. Does it ever snow in South Africa? I think South Africa is supposed to be the only African country with seasons. Um, do you still do that scream? Oh, where like I bring you all on the screen. Honestly, I have not intended to do it again because at least I kind of need to like prepare before. Otherwise, I'm sitting here like 2 hours trying to figure this thing out. So mm, yeah, I can still do it, but not on this live stream because I already started streaming and all of that. But let's do a little bit of some questions, of course. I don't have a lot of them still. I'm still in the village. But yeah, I understand. Okay. Would you love to appear on the live stream again? Okay, let me type. Today I have the laptop, so no reason not to type. I like typing on the screen, but I kind of also like typing on the laptop. Okay. Okay, there is our question. Sad Musadik says, yes, it snows on rare occasions, mostly on mountain tops, but we get a lot of hail. Okay, ooh, lots of hail. Interesting. Okay. Wow, that's something interesting. I think South Africa is the only African country where like you all get seasons. And how hot does it get during summer in South Africa? And is it in all areas? What's the wildest thing anyone have ever said to you? Yeah, I think the wildest thing that anyone have ever said to me so far is like, I should go to therapy because, I pretty much feel, they pretty much feel like I'm hurt, and that's why I want to and that's why I have opinions. So I think that's wild because when I express myself, I come out as like somebody who is hurt. So that that have been an adventure, especially in here. You're because I have a lot of opinions. I rarely shut up. So you actually don't know. Okay, what is the most weird? Let's even talk about weirdest thing that somebody have ever said to you. And when you join in, let me know where you're watching me from. Kindly keep liking the live stream. Of course, on the live stream, you're just here to have a good time, to enjoy, to sing songs, and all of that. Because, wow, to be really honest, I kind of want to lean over the wall. Okay, does it look? I look. Seems like I'm too far away. Far away, far away. Okay, you know what? Uh-huh. Yeah. One thing about live streams, this there's no filter, so or like you can't pause for a second just so that you can do something. Okay, I'm gonna try something out. I want to sing a song, but I want it to be perfect, but I don't want copyright. Does that make sense? Okay. You don't know too? Oh my god. Okay, I think another wild thing is like, as a woman, you don't have a choice. You have to have children. I think that has been a wild one. Not that like I get offended with such things or anything, but it's like if you tell somebody, I really don't want this. Most people will tell you, oh, I don't think you don't want that. I think this and that. Welcome to the live stream, guys. Can I get another gun? Cover Gregor. Okay, Sad Musadik says, "Oh yeah, someone said to me, I'll be never make it in life for being a kind and nice person." Wow, that's wild. They want you to get mean and meaner. That's wild. I can tell you for sure. I think being a good person is nice, as far as you don't allow people to walk all over you, because people are going to walk all over you. Okay. I want to sing a song. Yeah. In your face. That's wild. Okay, I want to sing a song. We're just literally just getting started here. Okay. I'm gonna sing The Older I Get. Hmm. Keep saying hi, guys. My good name is Wombo. We are literally getting started here. What I think. You only get a minute. Better leave while you're in it. Cause going in a blink. And the older I get, the truer it is. It's the people you love, not the money and stuff that makes you rich. They found nothing of you, I wouldn't drink a drop, and that's the truth. Funny how it feels, I'm just getting to my best years yet. The older I get, fewer friends I have. But you don't need a lot when the ones that you got have always got your back. The older I get, the better I am at knowing when to give and when to just not give a damn. And if they found nothing of you, I wouldn't drink a drop, and that's the truth. Funny how it feels, I'm just getting to my best years yet. The older I get, okay, sad. Okay, Shimk focuses country roads. Sad Musadik says, it's sad we have to be bad or harsh to live in this world. Where did the love go? I don't know. Where did the love go? You will literally have to be tough to survive in here. I don't know. And all the lines from all the times I've loved and learned. Souvenirs elude signs of the life I've lived. The older I get, the longer I pray. I don't know why. I guess that's got more to say. And the older I get, the more thankful I feel for the life I've had and all the life I'm living still. And if they found, okay, Shimpoku says, yesterday you were singing country roads. Yes, I like country music. I do like country music. What genre or what type of music do you love listening to? And also, we still have the question: what's the wildest thing someone have ever said to you? Um, what's the wildest thing somebody have ever said to you? I think for me, it's just pretty much hearing every other day that I need to go to therapy, just because I talk about my experience. And I'm not saying that I don't need to go to therapy. I'm just saying it's like I think we are all hurt in different ways. Okay, the things that trigger me are not the ones that trigger you, but that does, talking about my experiences or like sharing about my past, present and future doesn't mean that I need to go to therapy. It just means that that's my truth. So I think that's one of the wildest thing. Okay, um I'm gonna type something on the screen. Okay, I need to type something on the screen. Me too. I don't need no therapy, just prayer. Okay. I actually, yeah, talking about, some of these things, but I think why people keep telling you, oh my God, you're so hot, you need to go to that. I mean, people say that so that, like, to make you uncomfortable, uh, for you never to talk about your own experiences, for you to feel shy sharing and all of that. I honestly believe that's why people are so quick with, like, oh my God, you need to go to therapy. And I can see when something looks like, oh my God, that's hot. Uh, let me know what's a hot take that you have. I need to get more serious. I think this getting cozy is making me lazy. I don't want to type questions and stuff. Okay. It will feel like I'm typing on your phone. What's a hot take that you have? Okay, what's a hot take that you have? A hot take that I have is like, um if there's any other human existence, or if there's any other like intelligent beings like human beings on this, not on this planet but on all the planets that they exist, if there is a other form of like human existence, then that kind of like contradicts with the Bible. So I think that's like a hot take that would make people to argue over here. So I think that's one of the hot takes. Let me know. It could be about marriage, it could be about anything. Let me know what's a hot take that you have. Okay, and I think in the meantime I'm gonna be singing. Which song do I wanna sing today? Let me see. I think I sing Jamaican Farewell almost every day. Krishna Jangan says, "Hi, girl. Hello. Hey, you. How are you doing? Welcome to the live stream. Let me know what's a hot take that you have, and also what's the wildest thing somebody have ever said to you. To be really honest, I kind of need to lean over. I don't know if I'll lean on this bed or something. This is really uncomfortable. I'm one of those people, if I'm uncomfortable, like, you'll know. And I'm like, no, there needs to be a way. There needs to be a way. I don't know. This is supposed to, yeah. Okay. This is supposed to be better, right? Where are you from, lady? Kenya. I am from Kenya. If they found a formula of you, I wouldn't drink a drop, and that's the truth. Funny how it feels, I'm just getting to my besties yet. Okay, so this is live streaming from the village. You know, I think my comfort comes first. You know what? That feels nice. Okay. You know what? That feels nice, and it just feels okay. This I'm from India. How are you? I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. So, to be really honest, I stream without being on the bed. But to be really honest, here is just called. Uh, I don't like when I stream from over here because it's like my live stream does not have structure and all of that. But ha 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 ha. Okay. And then the laptop. This is pretty nice. Pretty nice. And then I'm gonna be reading. Okay, no, you guys should feel like a third wheel in here. Okay, let's see. What is the time in Kenya? It's 11:06. 11:06 p.m. Welcome to the live stream, guys. I think what's my hot take? My hot take is like, uh if there exist any other intelligent beings apart from us, if they exist maybe on any planet, I don't know, I feel like that contradicts with the Bible. Okay, I think that's a hot take. And I also have another hot take. Like, we will never know if there's life after death until we die. That's another hot take that I do have. And I honestly believe that because all of those people who have gone before us, nobody have ever come back to tell us if there really is life after death. So that's a hot take. We don't know if there's life after death. We just hope there. We want to do the best so that in any case, if there is, you want to be on the right side of the life after death. But most probably, if there is not, you'll just have wasted your time. Have you visited India before? No, I have not. Okay, I'm gonna sing Jamaican Fair. I think I pretty much sing this song every other day. Okay, here we go. uh, Down the way, heaven night again, and the sunshine daily on the mountain top. I took a trip on a sailing ship. When I reached Jamaica, I met a store bottom. Sad to say, I'm on my way. Won't be back for many a day. My heart is down, my head is spinning around. I had to leave a little girl in Kingston Town. Down at the market, you can hear ladies cry out aloud their heads they bear. Aki rice so fish and nice, and the rum is good any time of year. But I'm sad to say I'm on my way. Won't be back for many a day. My heart is down, my head is spinning around. I had to leave a little girl in Kingston Town. What's my qualification? You wanna give me a job? Oh, you want to give me a job? Oh, what's going on with the qualification thing? Not in a bad, I'm just asking. It's pretty much very much unlikely for me to be asked for my qualifications on a live stream. Okay. Uh, Sad Musadik says, we as Muslims believe in the afterlife. Plus, we believe that there is so much creation we or any scientist will ever discover. Only God knows. Okay. But if there's another life apart from this one, then that takes away from the whole story about creation, the Bible story about creation, right? Guys, welcome to the live stream. My good name is Omboy. Thank you so much for being here. Krishna Jangam says, come to India. Oh, what's interesting in India? Okay, any touristic attraction things and all of that. Um, you'll give me a job. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, but I don't want to move to India. Haha, funny. Okay. Down the way when the nights are gay and the sun shines daily on the mountain top. I took a trip on a sailing ship. When I reached Jamaica, I made a stop, but I'm sad to say I'm on my way. Won't be back for many a day. My heart is down, my head is spinning around. I had to leave a little girl in Kingston Town. Sounds of laughter everywhere, and the dancing girls swing to and fro. I must declare my heart is there, though I've been from Maine to Mexico, but I'm sad to say I'm on my way. Won't be back for many a day. My head is down, my head is spinning around. I had to leave a little girl in Kingston Town. Sad to say I'm on my way. Won't be back for many a day. My head is down, my head is spinning around. I had to leave a little girl in Kingston Town. Krishna Jangam says, don't you like Indian people? Don't I like Indian people? No, I like Indian people, but it's just, I feel like everybody thinks that, like, just because we come from African countries, that we want to move to yours countries. I would like to visit, but not to stay. Like, I think life is pretty much nice over here, to be really honest. Science says even those stars and galaxies and planets, sun and water in the ocean are signs of creation from our creator. Okay, so you believe there is life after death, right? Okay, and to be really honest, I just want to be like somebody who thinks out of the box sometimes. I just don't want to be fixated in thinking a particular way. So for me, I am a believer, and I grew up Christian, and I still, but I usually question, and that's one of the things that people don't like me with, because I usually question things. I talk about very uncomfortable things. uh Believing does not make me to be, like, to be blind, to be that I can't understand stuff, I can't try stuff. It doesn't. It just gives me a chance to, like, question, at least. Okay, we are doing wow. I don't know if I like that. No worries, everyone has their free will. My beloved sister, I know. Have you taken your dinner? Yes. Yes, I have. And actually, the other thing is, we actually don't have to believe in the same thing, to be really honest, okay? I think I grew up thinking Christianity is the only way, I grew up thinking, and that made me not to appreciate people from other religions. It made me not appreciate people from other denominations. See, when I went to campus and I started interacting with people from every other denomination, that changed my life. You know why? Because I got to see there's nothing wrong with these people. There's nothing wrong with anyone who is not Christian. Let's say they're Islam, let's say they're Buddhist. They just have a different way of seeing things, okay? Doesn't mean that they don't believe in God. They do. So for me, that's an eye opener, because I think that we all think that we should have a specific way of life. But I don't think so. I think we are allowed to have different ways of life, right? Okay. Yeah, welcome to the live stream, guys. Welcome to the live stream. Uh, Pretty much this is second day of streaming from the village, and to be really honest, I'm really trying to make sure that, like, I still continue staying consistent. Okay, yeah, okay. I think being able to be flexible help you to be able to adjust. It helps you to be able to accommodate people. Now the belief that I have right now, it allows me to be able to see everybody's side of the story, to see with from other people's perspective. And guys, welcome to the live stream. When you join in, let me know which country are you watching me from, what's the time where you're at. Here in Kenya it's 11:16 p.m. And this is I am Momboy Live. I stream every day, 3 p.m. Kenyan time, and also 10 p.m. Kenyan time. Such a great motivation speak. Okay, yeah, I think it's something that we all need to hear, because we all think that, like, our belief, or like the religion that we follow, is the only way. It's really not the only way. There's other ways. Okay. uh Jens Carlson, hi from Sweden, all the way from Sweden. How are you, Carlson? Good to see you. Welcome to the live stream. Sad Musadik says, I was Christian too. I'm the only Muslim at home. Oh, okay. How do you feel that's accepted? And how is life? Did you transition, or did you, what we call, slim? Uh did you become Muslim as an adult? And how did your family and how do people that you care about accept that? Because I remember the first time I started living with my Muslim roommate, they were telling me that when they were growing up, they were not allowed to eat from people who are not Islam households. It's like you're eating from those pagans. So, but see, it's also, even me growing up, we grew up around the same thing. Like, uh, we grew up around the same thing, being told, "Oh my God, you're not supposed to do this. You're not supposed to do that," right? But you not realize that you have the freedom to do whatever, right? Uh, where in Kenya are you from? Actually, I'm from different places, but my original hometown is Nyahururu, but also we do have a home um somewhere near Nairobi. So it's actually central Kenya, basically central Kenya. Yeah, have you ever been to Kenya? Ooh, girl, what Kenya? Hey, girl, good to see you too. How are you doing? How was your day? Uh, Jen Carlson says, I'm good, happy to be here. Okay, happy to be. Let me know what's a hot take that you do have. I go to Mombasa in September. Ooh, wow, you're gonna enjoy. You already have your flight booked. You already have things already going on, right? Sad mistakes. I embraced at 21. My family accept it. Okay. Wow. Wow. And okay, in your opinion, because you've already experienced the other side of being Christian and being Islam. Which one do you think serves you the best? Jens Carlson says everything is ready. I have my apartment in Jali. Oh, honestly, I remember you from the other live stream. I remember you from the other live stream. Okay. Oh, everything is ready. You said that you work in Nairobi, right? Oh, not Nairobi. I think Mombasa, if I'm not wrong. Okay, that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. Bobby and Kay says, hey mom, hey, how are you doing? Where are you watching me from? James Carlson says, yeah. What's the time in Sweden right now? Okay, what's the time? I'm from India. India. Okay, I think India is supposed to be 2 hours ahead of Kenya, right? So it says Islam is so simple and straightforward. So I'm happily Muslim. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Yeah. Yeah, I lived with my Muslim roommates for years, so I appreciate you all's religion. I see. Actually, there's so many things that I've borrowed from Islam. To be really honest, that I embrace in my own life, especially when it comes to areas hygiene. Islam women clean their hair every other time. They do clean, and we rarely do that. As Christians, you can even have braids on for like 5 months. So I embrace all of that. Um, 10 p.m. Oh, it's 10 p.m. in Sweden. Okay. Oh, we are 1 hour ahead of you. India, Kerala. Ooh, Ale, all the way from Arizona, right? Mashallah, mashallah. Alhamdulillah for everything. Islamabad. Dala. No, you play too much. You play too much. You play too much. How are you doing? Sadhu Sadiq says, I also respect all religions and ways of life. Okay. Uh, Sadhu Sadiq says, and what about you? I respect other religions. I respect other ways of life. As I've told you, like, I grew up Christian and I am Christian, but my life, I have lived, and actually during a time where I lived with my Islam roommates, I did things to make their lives easier. For example, I stopped cooking pork in the household. I wouldn't just cook pork. Um, so for me, I respect everybody's belief. So, are you a Christian? Yeah, 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 yeah. But I think I was asking myself the other day, why am I Christian? If I was born in a Muslim household, what religion would I be? And I think my answer would be, if I was born in a Muslim household, I think I would be Islam. Most of the time, the religions that we follow is like they have nothing to do with us. These are just, and that's why there's another day that I was thinking, if I ever had a child, I just would want them to grow up without knowing about religion. To be really honest, I would want them to know about humanity, right? And I would want them to know you can be kind to people, you can be a good person, you can decide not to steal, you can decide not to do all of those things, so that you're already a good person as a human being. I feel like we use the Bible so much even to manipulate our children. We use Quran so much to manipulate our children, and I feel like the way religion is introduced to us from a young age, it interferes with our critical thinking, and at the end of the day we are not able to even choose the religion for ourselves. I think that's just an unpopular opinion that I have. I don't know if you all agree with that. um Jen says, you have business travel, I look your information. Business travel, I look your information. Expound on that. Expound on that. Allah says, I have no religion. Okay, was religion never introduced to you as a kid? Like, and would you do that to your own? Like, would you decide not to introduce religion to children? Alice says, never went to church, to be honest, even as a child. Wow. And this is something that I was talking about the other day. I feel like the people who introduced religion to Africa are not following the religion anymore. which is really which really comes by surprise, you know. Why come and introduce something, actually punish me so that I can start following this religion, and then you just kind of drop me, and then you're like, bye, I don't want this religion anymore. Like, honestly, it does not make sense. uh why believe? Okay. Oh, you're asking why do we believe? Like, most of us, we never asked ourselves a question like, if you are born not in a Christian household, if you are born in an Islam house, you will literally be Islam. uh, if and even if you are born most probably in China or whatever, you'll be Buddhist, right? To each their own. Okay. Allah says, my parents originally are from Balkan countries in Europe. Oh, okay. I have like a fan here, or a subscriber, Sad Musadi. He's from Balkan countries. Uh, yeah, that's interesting. From the country in Europe they came from, they aren't religious. Oh my god. And that's interesting, because I hope he shows up, because he usually show up for most live streams, because he's pretty much religious and he's from Balkans countries, although he does not, well, he doesn't like to say which. um oh, Balkan. Giles Carlson says we don't need it. Oh, Giles Carlson from Sweden, you're not religious, you don't need religion. Okay, but you know what, you all need to answer me, especially you guys from you, and I know you're not the one who are out there, you're not missionaries, you're not out there spreading, why would you spread this gospel and then leave it halfway? Like, you guys brought religion to, okay, not you guys, but they brought religion to us, be beat us so that we can be able to memorize things, and then now you are stopping to believe. Like, I can't imagine. I feel played, to be really honest. I think I need to sue. We need I think Africans, Asians, and everybody who this religion was, we need to sue, because how can you introduce something to me and then just leave it in the middle of nowhere? Oh my god, I miss my chair. This is really uncomfortable. No, you don't believe in you're not religious. Alice says, my parents are from Albania. They came to US in the 90s. Wow, interesting. Eve's less religion, more Eve. Oh my god. I know you're exactly where you need to be. Especially, see, we have like, is it 4 people in here who are not religious? This is why I say we need to sue you guys for bringing religion to us and then abandoning it. James Carson says, why believe in something? So that you can have an afterlife, like, so that life after death will be nice, so that you can go to heaven. Let me, it's pretty much sick. uh Allah says, in Albania there is no religion, other religious people, it's not important here, but people believe in God though. Okay. People, okay. And actually, that's what I want to cultivate. I want to cultivate being so much, like, to be really honest, I still pray. Okay, I still feel like there's a superpower, there's something bigger than I am. But I just don't allow religion to manipulate me into, like, oh, you have to go to church every time. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing, I just think that, like, it's not the only way. It's not the only way. Unless it's in Albania, there is no religion. Okay, I think I read that. James Council says in Kenya is only business about your church is shame. Uh, yeah, churches in Kenya are a business. Most of them, it's a business. If you want a business that you're going to make it real quick, just start a church. It's it's such a shame. And as the other thing that pisses me off is like almost everybody is running a church, and you're trying to sleep at night, and people are just over there praying, you know, shouting. Okay. Uh, James Castle says, "I have my life now, not after that dead." Okay. Wow. What type of life do you expect for yourself? Life after this one, like after you're not here anymore. What do you expect? Like, some people say that, like, you know what? I even don't want all of that. Just burn me, or like, and then spread my ashes in the ocean or something. Uh, but this is pretty interesting for me, to be really honest, especially coming from Europeans, to be really honest, because I'm like, why did you all just bring this religion? Okay, and then now you don't want the religion anymore. What am I supposed to do? um, why scream and pray to something nobody has seen? Yeah, so that he can hear you. Unless there's a lot of people that are religious but are bad people, and there's not religious people that are so nice. There are non-religious people that are nice. Yeah, and that's what I was saying. I was even thinking, if I ever had a child, I think I would, but I think maybe they would even later on blame me for not introducing religion to them. But I kind of feel like that's the best move, like not to introduce it, and then they just choose whenever. You know, when you're of age, you want to start going to church, you choose for yourself. Um, it says, "Pray to me, I'm real." Okay, what are we gonna get in return when we pray to you, Eves? James Carlson says, I work in Kenya in 6 years. I have seen how the priest takes the last money from poor families. Yes. Okay, for example, like me, I have no business giving to the church, to be really honest. I have every reason to kind of like change my life, okay? And this is how we've grown up, with nothing, and then we're just taking everything to these churches, right? And I am not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying these pastors are living in high-end neighborhoods. They have the latest cars. Well, we don't even own bicycles. So yeah, so that's, yeah. uh for praying, yeah, oh, I'm gonna put you in the hand. Honestly, if anybody needs to pray, I can pray for. And I see sometimes you need other people to help you pray, maybe, but most of the time you can do it yourself, I think. So um unless it's at the end you should be a nice person, well educated and minded, apart from religion or not. Yeah, for most people, if you take away religion, they will just become monsters. I kind of appreciate religion because it helps to keep a lot of I need to remove this question. Religion helps to keep a lot of monsters in their place, there's lots of monsters. um Newton Kibebe, how are you doing? How are you? I'm good, I'm good. Hi, Alice says, if you want to make turn a shit of money, be a priest in Kenya. Priest in Kenya is a business. And I would even think, even out there, even in the US, I think, and I'm not saying that everybody who is into church is like a business person. I'm just saying that, like, most people right now are not starting churches with the right intentions. Okay, it's not about them, because it's about, and that's why they get discouraged when there's not like a huge number of people, and then they're like, what are we not doing right? Okay, we keep buying, like out here, we keep doing fundraisers to buy these pastors a car. We keep to, we're giving them a better life, and it's not like we are jealous, but actually we should honestly look at ourselves. Okay, yeah, that money, why don't you use it to buy something? But I think poor people are more religious, and hear it from a poor person. Okay, right now I think I'm not poor mentally, but take it from somebody who grew up poor, okay? You are religious. I think the moment you're so down, the only thing you can do is just trust and hope in God. That's the only thing. And in university there is, whose theory is that? Karl Marx, okay, about capitalism, and the way the rich people, the 1%, they use religion to manipulate and control the wealth. For example, you're working at a rich person's place, and like you're supposed to get off the work at like 1 p.m., right? And then it's gonna be like, oh, the Lord shall liberate you, you know keep working for 2 more hours, okay? While they are supposed, if you I work for 2 more hours, if let's say we are paying each other according to every hour, every one of those hours should be accounted for. But what do? We do not account for that, okay? Wait, God is all right, God is already into yourself, okay? Yeah. uh I think I believe in like turning yourself into like into your own kingdom, or like your own thing. Like you can, as far as I feel that peace within myself, I know I'm fine. And in any case, I think I know how to pray. So haha. JD says, hey one boy, religion is power and power corrupts. Ooh, how are you doing, JD? Explain that. How is religion power? Anybody of us is God. We are all God. Okay, in different that, yes. One of the hot takes that you have, actually, I don't know why we circling back to this religion conversation, and this thing is like disturbing my head. And anyway, okay, let me know one of the hot takes that you have. Actually, I have a video that's uploading of life out here. I recorded the video today and I didn't even edit it, so very unfiltered. So I have a video that's uploading right now. You should check that video out. And of course, tomorrow I'm going to document like everything, what we do when we wake up, and a lot of that. Make sure, guys, you check that out. Okay. We had two questions. There's one that's okay. Let me read that to you. What's the wildest thing anyone ever said to you? What's the wildest thing anyone ever said to you? And also, we did have another question on the screen. Your hot take. And I think the religion thing is a hot take, but not for everybody. Oof, I kinda need some more. Are we supposed to have a full moon today? That's what it's called. And it's not been refrigerated. It's just cold here. Feels like he's been inside a refrigerator this whole time. Richard says, the wildest thing someone has ever said to me was that my name should be Jamal or Muhammad instead of Richard. Okay, did they think that you should be Islam or what? Oh, I guess being black should have an African name in some people's eyes. Oh, oh, right. This whole time I never knew if you were black or white. Uh, yeah, but to be really honest, before I educated myself, I was one of those people who is like, "How are you black?" And I used to be like, "Why are you black and you're not African? Like, how are you black and you've never set foot in Africa? How is that even possible?" But I think now I know. Okay, I feel like most people are jealous of black people or black Americans, to be really honest, especially Africans. And I'm not saying that's literally it, but there's this kind of like animosity going on. And I think people who will try to force an African name onto you is us Africans, because we feel like, oh my god, you don't want to be part of us. Okay, that's wild. That's wild. I think another one that's wild, something that I've had, and actually I have had that so many times, especially from this channel. is is like the fact that I'm African, I shouldn't have opinions, and maybe I shouldn't be able to articulate myself the way that I do. Like, people think just because you're African, you're struggling, you shouldn't have opinions. You know, you shouldn't have opinions at all, at all, at all. Okay, so I think that's wild. Richard says, I am Black and Native American. My name is Richard. I am okay with that. Okay. Okay. And even if you are not Native American, you're Black, but that doesn't mean that you're African. You're just Black American, right? Okay. Because even out here you realize, for example, whatever was happening in like South Africa, okay, we are Black, right? But why were they saying that people need to go back to where they're from, you know, because at the end of the day people have their countries, you know. So unless it's Black Americans are Africans only by origin, the mentality is so different. Okay. And to be really honest, they have been mixed up with a lot of stuff. To be really honest, most of them are like, let's say 15% or 10% or 20% European. And yeah, like I don't see the reason to like force Africanness into them, although I do advocate for like unity between all Black people. Doesn't matter if it's Black British, Black Jamaican, Black African, doesn't matter. I just kind of like advocate for unity because I feel like um I feel like if we all unite, or like if we all kind of like advocate, because the other day I gave a story, not a story, it's like a very bad video that I watched. This guy, he's Black. I don't know, when you see a Black person, before you talk to them, you don't know if they are Black African or they are Black British or they are Black American, right? So this guy went all the way, traveled from wherever and went all the way to Italy. It's summer, of course, and then he's just there jacking off um on the beach, you know. And I was just feeling so livid because that's a representation of Black. Okay. And I'm like, I do not care what you are, which country you're from, but all I know is then people are just sitting there saying, look at them, you know. Rita says some people still think that all African people ride elephants and giraffes all day. Some people are ridiculous. Okay, and I think that's why most people do not want to be associated with Africa, to be really honest. And okay, no shade, but I know there are people, there are even Black people from, I don't know, Britain, from wherever, who specifically slam Africans just because they'd rather be anything else apart from being associated with Africa. Okay, so I see that, but who would want to be associated with failure, to be really honest? And I'm not saying that we are failures, but I'm just saying we are not the best continent on the. Okay, we are. We have a bunch of resources, but yeah, we are not living up to the standards that are considered to be like having a good life right now, you know. So I see I see why people wouldn't want to be associated with Africa, to be really honest. As a matter of fact, I love being Kenyan and I love being African, but as a matter of fact, I don't know if I was born Black in another continent if I would want to be associated. I'm just being honest, to be really honest. I wear my heart on my sleeves. Unless there's much more in common between a white European from Eastern European with the Black African and Black Americans and with Black Africans. It's kind of like you're saying everybody is similar. I think the only difference is the color of our skin. Maybe for Africans, it's like maybe some of us, we have other languages apart from English. Maybe we are not talking in the best accent that you all want. Richard says, my bad for being late, but I'm here now. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Actually, you know what? Thank you all for being my day ones and always showing up. Maya says, the moon is red. Really? Oh, you want to make me go outside like yesterday? Unless it's Black Americans have assimilated totally the American culture after more than 500 years. Okay. I don't think assimilated. Most of them have been born there 3, 4 generations. So 5, some of them even 10. So haha, After how long does somebody stop being? And the other thing is, like, why don't we call white Americans Europeans? Okay, we say people with we do not insist on that. Okay, like, I kind of feel like people have to keep putting black people down for absolutely every reason or whatever. Richard says, "Good evening, but good evening to you, Richard." Wow, today I never knew what, like, I never knew, actually, to be really honest. You've been here for a long time, but I never knew which. Okay. Simon Gerard, hi, how are you doing? Good to see you. Richard says, Wamboy the Great. Yay, Wamboy the Great. I already have a name. Okay. What's the wildest thing anyone ever said to you? And also, let me know one of the hot takes that you have. Hot take. Oh my god, to be really honest, this position is really uncomfortable. I'm streaming from my village, and guys, I actually, let me check on that video. Uh, there's a video that's posting. Make sure you watch that video to the end. So I'll be here for a minute, so I'll kind of be recording some videos here and there. Um, Richard says at work until 5. It's 4:33. Yeah, let's start counting down. How many minutes? How many minutes until 5? Okay, I think that should be 30 minus 3. 27. 27 minutes. Matavaya says, what do you think is the worst thing to do in terms of relationships? Is it in terms of relationships? In terms of what? In terms of life? 4:44 actually. Is 4:44? Oh yeah. Okay. I'm looking. I think with most places we are usually similar on the minute side. So it's 45 here. Haha, let's count down. DD says around 200,000 years ago, all humans came from Africa. Then we spread all over the world. Okay. Okay. Is that proven? And I know I have heard that several times, but like, okay, we are so similar yet so different. So I don't know if I agree with that. Richard says, talk soon. Have a stellar show. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. And hopefully you get home safe. Matamaya says, in terms of life. Oh, in terms of life, what do you think is the worst thing to do? Uh, I think the worst thing to do, and I've already done, or like I do most of the time, is wishful. Like spending your life wishing, spending your life wishing, kind of like, to be really honest, I think I've lived most of my life. Okay, and I know I'm just 24, but I think because of maybe growing up around not so soft or smooth circumstances, I think I've mostly lived my life in like, I wish, I wish, I wish, I wish. So for me, I think uh there comes a time where you are like, I don't wish. I don't wish. This is where I'm at. There comes a time, because to be really honest, I think that's where happiness comes from. It's like when you stop living in wishful thinking and you just start living, suddenly you're just comfortable with just knowing what you're eating right now and not knowing what you're gonna eat tomorrow. I think that, in my opinion, what do you think is the worst thing to do in your opinion? Because for me, I think that's it. I have spent most of my life being like, oh my god, I wish I was born to rich parents. Okay, I wish I was born in these other circumstances. I wish I was that. I wish I was that. I wish I was that. Okay, what does that do? I don't think it does anything. If anything, I kind of feel like it holds you back for some reason, in my opinion. Yeah. Ooh. What do you think is the worst thing to do? And Machamaya, do you think the moon is red? Did you say the moon is red? Kind of tempted to go and check that out. Okay, huh? To be really honest, I want to look professional and like sit all here and stuff, but I am not able to ignore the cold. I am so sorry that I can't ignore the cold, guys. I need to cover myself. Even though yes, I want to look up. But you know what? For those of you who watched me for a long time, you already know that I'm usually like sitting back there professionally, but bear with me around this uh season. Okay, I wanted to. Okay. Okay, let me know what's something that you wish you knew sooner. Let me type that. Maybe in your 20s or something. Things you wish you knew sooner in your 20s. Feels like a refrigerator in here. Things you wish you knew, or I wish I knew sooner in my 20s. Like, just getting educated does not automatically guarantee you the best jobs. Most people actually, I was looking at something that says only 10% of the 10% of the graduate population end up working in what they trained for. So we spend our whole life investing so much time, and I am not saying that we don't invest so much time into our careers or into our school life, but just as you do that, have some backup, like I don't know, learn some skill, train yourself to do something else, because you need to be able to have like some backup, you know. And most of the time, even if you end up working in the field of what you studied for, it doesn't guarantee that you're gonna have a good life. Okay, so I think something that I wish I knew sooner is like, the more you start something else other than like just being oh, I'm in university, you know, I wish I knew sooner to start doing other things apart from just being a bookwormer, apart from just relying on this one education thing. I wish I knew sooner to kind of like start already thinking about what can I do with my own hands. um okay, this knowledge that I'm acquiring in school, how can I use it in real life? How can I use it to make a career out of it? I wish I wish I started thinking about that soon. I kind of was, because by the time, but maybe that's later on, before graduation, in my fourth year or something. But I think most of us spend our whole university life investing on that book knowledge, you know, and not wanting to like get our hands uh get our hands onto the real stuff, the things that really matter, you know. There are things that really matter, and I think some of them is like um yeah, just teaching yourself things other than just being this bookwormer. Oh, this one is full. Yeah, so I think that things that I wish I knew sooner, those are some of them, like especially when it comes to education. Oh wow, it's so cold, it's almost impossible to function in here. uh, Uh, Jens Carlson says, I like it here. Oh, do you mean you like the live stream? I like when you guys show up another time. Like when you come into the live stream and then you show up some other time. It makes me think that even though, because some reason I'm like, why do these people keep showing back up? To be really honest, I don't have like a professional professional set. I am using my phone to stream, but it really makes me feel good when I see you guys showing up again, because I kind of feel like we might not have the most professional set here, but at least uh you are liking it for whatever reason. JD says I should have learned more languages. Ooh, which language do you wish you had learned? Jels Carlson, yeah. How can I promote me? How can I promote you? Uh, it depends. What do you want to promote with? Sharing. Anybody want to fight? Oh my god. Yesterday after you all traumatized me with that whole, do you know, I even today the whole day we didn't have electricity the whole day. But I feel like that guy jinxed my live stream yesterday, because I was doing so fine. My lights were working, and then all of a sudden this guy says whatever, and boom, lights off. But he kind of proved that actually we didn't have electricity the whole day. All my devices were shut down. Laptop was not working. Phone, okay, my phone was at 3%. Yeah. So it's a pretty much hard life. Actually, there's a video that's posting. It's posting really slowly. It's at 82% right now. I would like to hear your feedback, guys, so that if you're like that, and then I'll just keep recording. I should get a better camera very soon. So I'm also looking forward to that. But in the meantime, I'll keep using what I have available. Okay. Just you're asking how can I promote you? I don't understand. Like, do you want to share the videos? Do you want to watch, or um do you want to support the channel? Let me know. Okay, what type of fight do you want to start? Let me know things you wish you knew in your 20s, because I pretty much know that you usually have good advice. Okay, JD, which language would you have wanted to have learned? Is it French? Is it example in your M-Pesa? Okay. Can you use any other means apart from M-Pesa? You can. Okay, and I know I'm giving you some work, but click on my image there, and then you're gonna see this whole thing that I've written there. Scroll down, you can see PayPal, and you can see buy me coffee. I knew everything in my 20s. Little know it all. You don't regret, do you? You don't think there's anything else you would have learned in your 20s, to be really honest? There's nothing else you would have learned. Like, do you think that everything you did is exactly how you would have wanted to do it? Yes, yeah, let's fight. Oh, at least one live stream with no fight, guys. Yesterday, like, were you in here? I think you left before that bully joined in. Yeah, we were going back and forth. I wish the electricity didn't go out, because I like me a good fight. We would have just gone back and forth the whole night. Yeah, but it was pretty interesting. Pretty much interesting. Okay, you also ask me a question. I don't know. And tomorrow I'll try to have more order and like questions and stuff. To be real honest, spent most of the day unhappy because no electricity. So I was like, how am I even planning for a show that I don't even know what I'll do? And then when electricity showed up, the last thing on my mind was to start preparing. I was like, let me charge everything. Like right now, every device that I have is hooked up. I have these power banks, like 3 of them here, all of them hooked up, laptop. Yeah, but anyway, where is my book? Let me ask another question. To be really honest, I would like to lean over, but I looked at the background. All languages, really. Okay, which one would have been your favorite? Which language would you have wanted to learn? I started learning German, and then I have maybe decided that I've quit learning, I would have wanted. Okay, I still have a chance because I'm still young and my brain is still uh my brain is still so young. I can still learn a lot of things, but do I want to? I want to, but it just feels like you're investing all this time learning a language and then you just end up forgetting. And then you're like, for what reason? Oh god, I can't find the book, guys. We are doomed. Can't find the book. You missed the fight? Yeah, I think you had already said goodnight. Oh my god, we were just going back and forth. This guy is saying that he'd rather be homeless in the US than in Africa. And then, of course, I didn't have electricity. And then he's like, oh, that's why you don't have electricity, blah, blah, blah. Oh god. Miserable. Wow. Okay. See, I think I'm starting to get old. I'm looking for a book that's sitting right next to me. I'm pretty I'm pretty old school. I was supposed to like maybe start like to do note thing on the laptop, but for me, I understand things more when I write. Even in school, I was always like this. I always wrote when I was revising. I always wrote down notes. Yeah, I'm an old. I'm a young person with an old person's brain or something. Uh, wow.
Reminder. Drink water. This is a reminder. Drink water.
Okay, I will. Yeah, and that's also a reminder for you guys to drink some water. Uh, uh, I have questions here, but I think they're pretty much serious. I don't know if I'm in the headspace. Okay, let me see an easy one. Um, okay. Actually, the topic that I would have done if I was where I usually stay at is like, why do people want love but avoid commitment? Okay. Fight is over. I won. You won. Ah, yeah, but I think you like fighting so much because whenever there's a fight, you're just in there. JD says, I learned German, French, Spanish, Italian, but not Asian or African languages. Okay. Do you still understand German, French, and Spanish and Italian? So all European languages, right? Mm-hmm. Maybe yeah, I think those are mostly the languages that are used. Champion Eve Stewart, yeah. We're supposed to give you the medal. We're supposed to give you the medal for the fight head. Okay. Um. Okay. Okay? This is actually a question. Let me type it instead of asking you guys. Let me type it. Okay, it's asking you guys, but basically, do people actually want love or marriage or the benefit of it, or do you? You can speak on your own behalf. Ugh, no way. I could learn Swahili. It's close to English. I don't think Swahili is anything close to English. Swahili is close to Bantu languages. I don't think it's close to English. What's close to English is like German. Yeah, German. These European languages are close to English. Swahili is more of like a Bantu language. JD says, what other reminders do you have? uh, drink water. Uh, remember to be happy. These days, you kind of have to have a reminder to be happy because life is so brutal. Do people actually want marriage, or maybe you can fill in with love or the benefits of it? Okay. And this is just not really anymore, a little bit. No practice. Okay. Oh, okay. So you don't remember and that's my worry. It's like you're putting all this time in learning a language and then you forget 3 minutes later. It's like, what was the purpose of learning? Why don't you just get better at the languages that you already know? But to be really honest, especially if you want to move to places that they don't necessarily use English as their official language, you have to learn their language. For example, if you want to go to Germany, okay, you can survive with English, but I think you kind of have to learn German at some point. Do people actually want marriage or the benefits of it? So that will be the other question. I think this is supposed to be this one of these 5 days you're gonna do this topic at large. Why do people want love but avoid commitment? Yeah, like many people want a relationship that fits their schedule, doesn't disturb their peace. People want a relationship that they don't demand emotional work. But at the end of the day, I kind of feel like, so that you can run like a good relationship, like something that can lead to marriage, you kind of have to be ready to get annoyed by the other person at some point, and all of those things. But it makes me wonder, like, do we all really want marriage? Do we all really want love, or do we just want the benefits? Okay, you want to be cuddled at the end of your night, you want intimacy, you want um all of these things. Okay, but I think honestly, I'm convinced in this modern day generation, that's actually it. We just want, most people just want the benefit of marriage. JD says English is a mongrel language made from others. I noticed that. When I starting at understanding German, I noticed like, woo, it's literally like an app, like a mixture, a mixture of a bunch of stuff. Yeah. So do you still want to learn languages? Uh, to be really honest, I think the only language that I'm interested in learning is German because I've already started and I kind of know a bunch of things. I just don't have that energy to learn a language. I should I should still learn even though I'm old. Okay, are you old? You said you are 38, right? Is that all? I think you can still learn. But it depends. It depends what you consider old. But see, my thing is, if you're not planning to move to that place where you're learning the language, if you're not planning to do business with people who only speak that language, why would you learn? Okay. I don't know why I learned German, but when I went for my attachment during the um, social work practice and community development, I went to this German what uh, organization or corporation or whatever, and there was a bunch of Germans in there, and most of them couldn't speak English. That's when I started learning German. Uh, there was a friend there. His name was Stens. We started learning German together with the intent. I kind of knew that like I want to go to Germany sometime. Okay, so we kind of started learning. When I went back to university to finish my degree, that friend of mine had really mastered almost half of the German, and he even moved to Germany. So haha, I think most of the time you should learn a language if you want to move there. I should still learn. Even okay, JD says you can have a partner and commitment without marriage. Without marriage, what's the fear about marriage? Okay, why would you have commitment without marriage? Is it, are you afraid of divorce? Are you afraid of like uh are you afraid of, what is it called? What are you afraid of? What are you afraid of when it comes to getting married? Are you afraid that like that's gonna ruin your life? uh Henry Bestline, how are you doing, Henry? Oh, Thomas, all the way from Germany. Good evening, dear one boy. Do you want to learn German? I have been learning, but using Duolingo. But I kind of hit this place where like I kind of am just deciding to kind of quit. But I still want to learn German, to be really honest. Eve says, what are the benefits of marriage? Wow, good question. What are the benefits of marriage? Let's start there. Let me type that on the screen, maybe. Oh, you know what? I'll just keep saying it. I just don't. Today I'm a lazy one boy in the village. Benefits of marriage. Benefits of marriage. One of them, companionship. Another one, you kind of have somebody to share your problems with, happy during your happy days and your sad days. Another one is intimacy, like you get access to that wherever. Cuddling, just to be held, I think. So in my opinion, what are the benefits of marriage. You tell me. Also, you guys tell me what you think are the benefits of marriage, and let's see if we are even agreeing on what marriage is. JD says learning is fun. I'm very old. Okay, you're not very old. This song that says even though I'm very old. What is the name of that song? I used to. It's like I remember someone to do dishes. Ooh, and the laundry. You're looking for a maid, right? What else? Nothing else. You're not looking for companionship. You're not looking for lifeline, like somebody who you tell almost everything about. Not almost everything, everything. Ah, that level of connection. I think gardener. So you don't have anything positive to say about marriage, right? Okay. Wow. That's sad. Ooh, very sad, very sad. Sad Musadik, all the way from South Africa. Good night, Musadik. Enjoy your night. Personal chef. Wow. I just had a 2-hour video call with my Kenyan girlfriend. She's very jealous when I go on holiday alone in Diani. Love is very complicated. Oh, she doesn't want you to go. Make sure you're not bringing girls with you to that holiday on behalf of your Kenyan girlfriend. Okay, why don't you bring her along, or is she working, or what's going on? Okay, ooh, yeah, but I kind of feel like I know your partner, but I know, like, even if your partner is going on holiday, that does not. How would you feel if she was going on holiday alone? That's key. Oh, she lives in Vancouver, Canada. Okay. Wow. Yeah, I think you can't put your life on hold just because just because I wanna do something does not mean my partner should wait for me or whatever. So I see I see both sides. It's like uh she's just north of me. Maybe I'll go see her. Okay. You'll go see Thomas's girl. That will be chaotic. Chaotic. Why don't you look for your own girl? See, but the problem is you're looking for a personal chef, gardener, laundry person, and and someone to do dishes. Whew, unfortunately. Oh, okay. She can do my laundry. So for you, it's not about companionship. It's not about intimacy. But see how I see it right now. Like when it comes to like intimacy, you can just go on the streets and maybe buy. So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that's not deep anymore. But I think for me, I think in my opinion, I think it's deep, especially if you really want to have that type of cleanliness when it comes to not being with everybody. The streets are dirty, I think so, in my opinion. So I kind of feel like having one person helps you to avoid all of that chaos going on out there. I don't know, but you guys tell me, what do you think? Do you think? Uh, what's the benefits of marriage in your opinion? Or what should be the benefits of marriage? Oh my god, I really want to lean over. But if I do like this and then I flip the thing over, I'm like, I don't like the background. Anyway, this is Village Edition, guys, unfiltered. Actually, there's a video that is posting just right now. Let me check what percent is that. That's why sometimes I'm afraid of like, because you don't know people's is at 90%. Okay. You don't know people's intentions when it comes to like why are they getting married. And even thinking about that is pretty much sad for me because honestly, you don't know somebody's intention. You don't know why they want. Okay, they will tell you what's supposed to be their intention, but do you really know? Are you really sure that's their intention? Remote control is very complicated, but I will travel there next year. Neither of us wants to get married. Wow. Okay. Oh, neither of you guys wants to get married. So is it like a hookup thing? Okay, so I think that does not. Okay, is it like you're, who said? I think it's JD who said that like you can be committed without getting married. Okay, let me. I don't know. Let me check who said that. Oh, I think yeah, I got that right. You can be committed without marriage. You can be exclusive with only one person without getting married. So is it about that or yeah? But I feel like it's pretty much as far as you are like uh, honest with each other. I think for some reason, yes, marriage complicates things. It makes people entitled. They're like, you're mine, you're mine. I was talking the other day about dowry. I feel like I'm pretty much scared for dowry because honestly, I just don't want somebody to like pay a fee to have me. And then it's like now you're just feeling stuck. And let's say you're telling your family, oh my god, I don't want to be in this situation anymore. And they have already squandered somebody's money. And then you're just sitting there. Now you have to persevere in this situation just because they have already squandered somebody's money. To be really honest, that's scary, in my opinion. And I think that's why most girls, whenever they went to report to their families, oh my god, I don't want to be with this person. You were being told, oh, persevere. You're supposed to persevere as a woman. You know. Yeah, I think it's scary, but you have to kind of hope that both of you want the best for each other. Mm-hmm. Marriage does not bring benefits, rather leads to monotony in the relationship. Ooh, wow. That's deep. Okay. Mm-hmm. Because you can. You can pretty much give each other, you can pretty much give each other all of these things, maybe when not married. Yeah, I think it kind of brings this sense of exclusivity, and I think that's what, oh, eating chocolate cashews, oh, let me show you all something. Okay, you have to be really ready for this version of Wamboi that is just scooting over the bed. But I think you guys are fine with that because, oh my god. Okay. Haha. Oh, CJ. Hey, how are you doing? Okay, you said you're eating chocolate cashews. Okay, I received a package from the US yesterday. Okay, I hope I don't show my address or whatever. Okay, guess what, guys? JD says, I don't think you need marriage. It's not love. It's not love. It's more ownership. But that's my opinion. Okay, so marriage is more about ownership. Okay, so let's see. M&Ms. M&Ms. Chocolate candies. Peanut. What time did your electricity come back on? Actually, electricity just came back on today, 2 p.m. I was without electricity the whole night and the whole day. All my devices shut down. I didn't. So, haha. But that guy jinxed me. Okay, so M&Ms, Tylenol. I already have like other Tylenol and also other medicine. Mido is supposed to be for periods. I like the Mido. We don't have Mido here in Kenya, and also we don't have Tylenol. We don't have Tylenol in Kenya. Yeah, so Tylenol, chapstick, chapstick. Okay, I know there's chapstick here, but I have never seen like this one. US stuff. Another uh another M&Ms. This is supposed to be peanut butter. Yeah. We have Skittles here in Kenya, but yeah, Skittles. But they're usually expensive here. Maybe because, but let me tell me why, like, they charge a lot of tax for this small box. I was just testing, like, if a package can arrive. Yes, it arrived, but after a bunch of taxes. Ooh, and then, what is this? Candle. Yeah. So it's a bunch of chocolates and stuff. Reese's Pieces. Okay. Starburst. I have never eaten these ones. And M&Ms and chopsticks. So yeah. Okay. Let me keep reading the charts. You shouldn't love someone for money. That doesn't turn out well. Okay. Eve says, from your fiance. Yeah. CJ says, who sent you a care package? My fiance. CJ says, I wish you had a PO box. I would love to send you a care package, one boy. To be really honest, I have a PO box. That's the only way. Okay, there's other ways you can receive something through DHL and all of that. That's like a $20 care package. But actually, honestly, I didn't. There's a bunch of stuff that we had bought from Amazon, but I was like, I don't know if these people can deliver. So I kind of had to test it with like candies. Like, but see, they had to, like, of course, you have to pay US post office or something. And then when it gets to Kenya, like, they call me and then I have to pay tax on it. I don't think, okay, it's worth if you're sending things that you really can't live without, but it's way more expensive for these. Yeah, let me see. Because sending it from US, this one from US to Kenya is $90, 90.95 dollars. Just and then uh tax tax was like $40, um or let's say 50. So 90 plus 50, 90 plus 50, that is my math teacher. These days you have to calculate everything. Uh 9 plus 5, 9, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah. So it's like, yeah. uh, in England, there are tax breaks for married people. It's more law than love. Ooh, okay. Also, if you're married, you don't have to. If you're married, you don't have to to pay tax. I'm leading Eve Stewart's message. That looks like a menstrual box. What the heck? No, God. Milo chocolate. I didn't say there's Milo. I said the other time I got some Milo from the US, which really works well. Chocolate and Tylenol. Shut up. You don't know what I like. JD says, is Tylenol a painkiller? Yeah, it's a painkiller, a really nice one. Yeah, I'm hating right now. You know, I know you are hating. And not to mention, I just told you the reason. I just gosh, I'm about to show my location. Okay, I don't want to share other people's information. Let me put it over here. What was I saying? Yes, shit. What do you we know now? Oh, you're not allowed to make me uncomfortable. uh okay, yes, I'm hating. Okay, did a friend or family send my fiance sent me that one? Bad guy 26 CGs, what's wrong with you? How are you doing, bad guy? Yes, we know now. We are all coming over. Prepare. No, you don't. What's the life about? Bunch of nonsense, baby. I don't know. What are we talking about? Okay, we were talking about marriage before that came over. Actually, you brought up you brought up the peanut thing, and I said, "Oh my God, I can have some NMM, whatever NMM." Oh Lord. Okay, so back to the topic. Oh, your fiance is so nice. I hope that comes from your heart. Yes, he is. In England, there's tax breaks for married people. It's more law than love. Ooh, wow. So when you get married, it's wow. Wow. Okay, I didn't know about that. Like out here, we are not so much about the taxes. Ah, oh my God, you guys. Uh, yeah. I can't get over that. It looks like a menstrual box. For your information, I'm old enough. I do not have menses. Anyway. Ah, oh my God. Back to the topic. Somebody tell me, tell me, what was the question actually? Do people actually want marriage or the benefits of it? Is it hard to access American candy over there? Yeah, especially like M&Ms. You can get them in Nairobi, but I don't live in Nairobi, so what are they called? Skittles. I was gonna say sneakers. Skittles, they are available, but they are kind of overpriced a little bit. But guys, it's goodbye, guys. Okay, I am so sorry because of course I know you can't fit in here because we already inside our conversation, so you're wondering what are we talking about. Hope you give this live a chance next time. Oh God, I need to. Uh, I need someone from Germany to send me some Moncherry chocolate. Ooh, it's only available in Germany. Thomas, you can talk to Thomas. He's in Germany. I don't know if you can do that. Maybe, yeah, if you just have the PO box, that's just it. You can just send them. Uh, he should some sour patches or Skittles, or do you love chocolate mostly? There's Skittles. You didn't see them? There is. There's, yeah. These ones, you you get a PO box. Fans would love to send you a care package out at least. Okay. Yeah, actually, I think I can give you all my PO box. Yeah, maybe tomorrow. Yeah, but honestly, yeah, to be really, yeah, Skittle essentials. Ah, yeah, I think I like them, but right now I'm already eating these M&Ms. Okay, especially for stoners. Ooh, okay. How do you use them to freshen up or what? It's really amazing the way we can be able to send things back and forth. And I know people have been able to send things back and forth, but just to think about, and actually, oh, if you, this price that I said, $90 for this package, uh you have to kind of like expedite, otherwise it will get here after 3 months. This was just here, I think, after 2 weeks already. After, I think it was after 1 week, I kind of took my time to come and get it, but to get it or something, yeah, if you don't expedite, it can take up to 3 months to get here, but then it's cheaper. I can't see messages posted to the stream. What happened? We can see your message. Actually, I saw you saying that you want somebody from Germany to send you some Moncherry chocolate, and I told you to talk to Thomas. Can CJ, can you see the chat? Um, M&M's. Moncherry is a praline with filling filled melts in the heat. Guy, mutitika kuna guy. If cells melts in the heat, so it. Mhm. If people are posting, I can't see it. Okay. Thomas says, Moncherry is a praline with filling. Faith melts in the heat. Faith melts in the heat. I don't know what that is. Mooncherry. Mooncherry. Maybe you can just order from Germany. I think I should just go to Germany. No, if you get somebody who can pick them up for you and maybe mail them to you, could be nice. Then I'd have beer instead of Mooncherry. Okay. Or online or Amazon, but no, Amazon. That's Amazon, but I think maybe they can. Or you can order from Timu. Veltins Pilsner. Wow. Ooh, this thing is really good. M&M's. Doma says, I only take whole milk chocolates to Kenya with me over children. Oh, for children, whole milk chocolate to Kenya. Is that when it comes to snacks? Or what do you mean? The truth is, out here there's most of these snacks, but I think it's like in one this one shop that only sells imported things, like, but it comes at a price. If you would get, like, let's say Skittles for like $5, you'll get them for like 20. I guess Germans like hamburger, Berlin or Frankfurt. Oh, you're asking Thomas if he's from Berlin or Frankfurt? I actually, I actually just know he's from Germany. I don't know where. Somewhere in the countryside. At this point, we're just saying, you keep telling me about what you think about my marriage. I think that's where we were at. Haha. Thomas says, I am always asked for chocolate for children. I live south of Berlin. Okay. Oh, oh, by Kenyans. Chocolates for children. Wow. It's nice if you can be able to, like, give them a taste of Germany. My great grandfather is from Berlin. I have a German name. Oh wow. Which one? Stuart. Stuart is a German name. Yamha. Can I come to Africa? Will you protect me? Yes, I will protect you. I'll do my best. JD says, is your German name Hitler? Oh my god, that's Australia. Oh, that's Austrian. Stuart is an Austrian name. Wow. I think I've seen a lot of people in the UK with the name Stuart, or I at least I've heard, or I've seen them on social media. JD says yes. Hitler. It seems like everybody is from Germany, like everybody. Or most most Americans, they trace back to Germany or something. Oh my god, I need to kind of like lean over something. I don't know if I'll be kind of far from the camera. Mm. Oh god, that feels nice. Wow. Eh. Dama says smartphones are also in demand because many people know. I know that I have a connection in the telecom company. Hmm. Okay, how much does an iPhone go for in Germany? Maybe in Germany and maybe in the US, but I think maybe it should be the same price, right? I think something that people would really want, maybe would want when they have like German friends or like American friends or like whatever, is because phones here, most of the time you'll get fake ones. Yeah. And here we go again with the lights. I'll just use my laptop for the lighting. I don't need to use the lighting, especially when, but I like that it makes the thing look more professional. Oh Lord, I need to lean over. I need to charge this. East Germany, Stasi. I own a Stasi coat, overcoat. Okay. Dawn says yes. I live in the East Germany area, 100 kilometers south of Berlin. It says, I was in the army and had a friend in the Air Force at the time. He was stationed in Germany. Okay. I don't like iPhones, rather. Oh, you'd rather have Samsung? Okay, I also use Samsung, but it's not the latest one. But there's this hype around iPhones. H. But you know, like iPhone, the latest one, 17, it goes for like 240 or 220,000 Kenya shillings. How much is that converted? It's almost like $1,600 or 1,700. Eh, that's a lot. It says he was in intelligence process filmed from recon jets which would fly over East Germany. Okay. Wow, interesting. Malwande Mabaso, how are you doing? Hi. Welcome to the live stream. You says mhm. He was looking at contact sheet with a scope and going from shot to shot when an extreme close-up of an East German soldier with a shocked look on his face looking up at the jet flying over. Ooh. Um, Thomas says, I'm not the youngest, so I had to learn Russian and English later. Ooh, wow. So you learned English by yourself later on? Oh, wow. So that's interesting. Honestly, when I see people who learn English later on as adults, I'm like, wow, that's impressive. Malwane says, "Hey, how are you? I'm doing good. Personally, I'm doing good also." Eve says, it shocked him because it was so close up." Okay. Ooh, wow. Sarah Washington says, "What are you talking about today?" To be really honest, and I really actually, the question is, do people actually want marriage or the benefits of it? And do people really want the love, or you just want the cuddles, you want the gifts, you want the um whatever intimacy? So I think that's what we're talking about. Not to mention, I am streaming from the village, so I don't have the best. Not to mention, I spend the whole day with no electricity, so that kind of threw me off, but that's where we are at. And right now we're just talking about different things in here. um CJ says, "You have any plans this weekend, one boy?" No, like I'm in the village, so the plans that I have is just maybe document village living. Actually, I have a video posting right now. You all would you make sure you watch the video. There's a video that I'm posting right now. I filmed today when I was bored. But basically, no plans. I think I was getting ticked off. I was like, I need to go back to where I came from today because I think I'm addicted to scrolling and electricity and all of that. So if we don't have that, so we'll see how long I'll last in the village. So no plans. I don't know. That's a large whole thing to say. Um, I don't have plans. Eve says, "Were you drafted into the East German army?" Mm-hmm. Dama says, "I have met Russian young women at Diani Beach before. They were surprised by me, where I addressed her." Oh, you say hi to them in Russian. It would be more surprising if a black person came up to them and started talking to them in that language. Yeah, I envy like when somebody can understand what somebody else is saying. It's really impressive. Okay, CJ, what's your plan for the weekend? Have you already started the weekend hanging out? What are you guys doing for the weekend? I think I'm in my boring phase. Did Uh, did you know that Kenya doesn't have fighter jets? I learned about that yesterday. Haha. uh, but I just don't even care. I learned about that yesterday with that whole thing that was going on. Okay, I'm not sure yet. I definitely need a drink. You okay? Before you even know the plans, you definitely need a drink. Okay, what's your go-to drink like? What do you all take for weekends? Um, weekend. Wow, I don't know. I even need like an office chair in this village set up. Beer. You need some beer. Eh, eh. I was not in the army, not even in the period before 1990, never in the village. Oh my god, I'm talking to a bunch of old people. No, I'm kidding. I'm impressed because, to be really honest, I'm 24, and the fact that like I attract older people in the channel is like impressive. If you're talking about 1990, I was nowhere near conceived. I go to German brewery on Saturdays. Okay. Yeah, I know on Saturdays you're usually busy and available. Hey, now I kind of have. Now it's time to change from that lip gloss that I usually wear. How? One boy. Okay. I'll go with Melissa tomorrow. Wow, you already have a date for the weekend? Eh. Woo, date for the weekend. That was says, one boy, how old do you think I might be? I think you might be 52. I think, okay, I think I can guess almost everybody. I think Eve's, oh, Melissa have a date with you? Wow. Wow. Honestly, I wish I knew Melissa would tell her not to go date with you because you think it's all about laundry and stuff. Too little? Wow. 64? I think okay, I think Eve's I wanted to guess Eve Stewart's age, but I think he already said that. CJ, I believe he's in his 40s. I believe, I don't know. I just wish for thinking. JD, I think I think he said he's 38. Exactly. Oh my god, I hit. Oh my god. Ah, surprise. You were born in 1962. Oh wow. Lord. Ah, yeah, 1962. Wow. Yeah, the 1961. So you're turning 65 this year. To be really honest, I am actually impressed. I thought, let me tell you, old people have changed these days, not in a bad way. I kind of feel like old people these days are young. Does that make sense? Like, can you imagine you're like, Thomas, you're in your 60s and you still know how to scroll? Old peoples of my days, or when I was a young child, they were just old. They were just out of life. The old people that I see today, the old people that I see today are like young. Have you guys realized that? Old people of today are young. Like, that gives me hope because I used to dread getting old because I'm like getting older because I'm like, do I have to look like that? But perfect example. Eve says you are the generation which brought the wall down. You're talking to Thomas, right? I was in West Berlin before the fall of the Berlin Wall. Do your push-ups. Okay, no, I'm not sure if you're telling Thomas or V. Do your push-ups. Hey, all people of these days are young. all the young people. What am I looking for? I think I kind of need to ditch all of those. Let me just get a new chapstick. People think I'm younger than I am, but it's because of your mannerisms. Like the old people of that time, they I don't know, they didn't have motivation. They were just out of it. They were just waiting to die, or something, But these days, I see more life. I see people who refuse to be. I see people who are still dating at 50. Yeah, this thing had to do that. Uh, People think I'm younger than I do heavy. I don't know what's that. Calisthenics every day. Okay, good for you. Good for you. So working out helps. You're 50 and you act 50. I keep reading to you. Growing. Oh, I don't have the book here. Is it growing up is mandatory? Growing up. Oh, growing old is mandatory. Growing up is a choice. Yeah. I think there's no need to take life all that serious. Like all of that, like, oh my god, I'm an old person. I need to act like you need to act your age. I don't think so. You're 50, you act 15. Exactly like you should. Oh my god, I'm surprised. I don't know where I got the 38 from. I thought you said you were 38, but wow, pleasantly surprised. Thomas says, after that, I traveled the world a bit and has been on the road in Kenya since 2005. Wow. I'm hormonally 15. Why is everybody saying that they feel 15? Okay. Wow. Wow, wow. Impressive, impressive. What would you have done differently if you were to walk the journey again back to being 50? Uh, what would you do differently? Like, uh, yeah, I'm looking for chapstick. I'd be physically fit much sooner. Okay. Okay. What do you do so that the as you get older, more things stops making sense, or like you just stop liking most things. Things that used to make sense to you, things that used to be fun. How do you maybe keep that? How do you make sure that you don't lose interest in the things that you used to like? Because I also feel like that's another problem with when you get older. Like, I kind of feel like suddenly you lose interest in the things that you used to love, or suddenly you only want to watch news and that's it. I'd pay attention to higher math like calculus. Ooh, okay. How is calculus supposed to help? Let me get there. Purple chapstick. Purple chapstick. I'd learn a second language, probably German or Spanish. Interesting. German or Spanish. I'd have left the US sooner. Okay, which country would you go to? Doma says, I like coming to Kenya every year because people are very friendly and I learned a lot about culture. Oh, okay. Wow. All the good jobs use calculus. Wow. I maybe would not have joined the army. Okay. I think that's one thing that every time that I ask this question, that's one thing that you always say. Ooh. JD, what would you have done differently? If you would walk back the journey to being 50 again, what would you change? What would you do different? And Yeah. Mm, huh. Yeah. To be really honest, when I when I was like, I think I kind of remember when I was like 13 or something. I used to feel like people who are in their 20s are such grown-ups. But it's just how even people in honestly, I kind of feel like I am so immature because people that used to be 20 when I was like in my teens and stuff, they used to act all mature. Or maybe when it's your chance to become an adult, the things change. Uh, you don't have to sarcastic. Ah, you wouldn't believe that today. Okay, I wouldn't believe that today. I don't know if I would or yeah, but I don't know. For some reason, when it's your time to become the adult, or like, I used to, honestly, I used to even think like by 22, I thought by 22 you're supposed to like have like a bunch of kids. But, I think you kind of relate things to your environment, and environment around me by 22, most people used to kind it's so I also thought that like at 22 maybe you're already married, settled and stuff. You already know what you're doing. You already have a job. You already have all of these things. But see, here we are, 24. I do not want children anymore. Oh, I never wanted them. But I think how we are brought up out here, because you're trained to become like a mother, you're brought up being taught to become a helper to everybody and all of that. So you kind of, that's like something that you don't even converse about is expected. Okay, and then I realized I just even don't want that. Like, I don't want that for myself. Thomas says, as you know, I have already helped two women make their way to Europe. Well, she just dot Vaheratet Sind. Is that like a website? I can't be able to. This thing did not translate the last thing. If it's maybe considered a career in nursing or physical therapy. Why? Why nursing? JD says, I'm not sure everything, nothing. Okay. Everything and nothing makes sense. If says maybe continue to pursue being a pilot as a civilian rather than join the army to fly. Okay. Yeah, maybe you would have made a bunch of money with the being a pilot and stuff. One boy coming to America, not Europe, bro. You are fighting for me. Where do you want me to go? Okay, see, you are here the whole time. I was asking. Okay, I was asking people their age, and I think you you don't want to share your age. Anyway, so I said some German for you to learn. Oh, some German for me to learn. Okay. Yeah. We should have a sword fight do for one boy. Okay. Where should I go? Okay, the ones that want me more should drag me out of here. But the ones is gonna be by himself. Because he's the only German in here. Maybe pursued a German passport and residency based upon my great grandfather's German citizenship. Mm-hmm. I feel like things are more like right now. Maybe things are better in Germany than in the US. I don't know. Okay, you all drag me out of here. Get me somewhere. Let's divide. I should. You'd have been more selfish. You could have been a millionaire. Do you feel like you are more giving to your family and friends? Um, and maybe that was not reciprocated. I would have invested heavily much earlier. CJ. What are you saying? What do you say when it comes to what would you have done? if you would go back to the journey of being young again, or like not like young, because honestly old people of today are young and I'm not calling you all old. I'm just saying like if you would go back, what would you do differently? I would have had more casual girlfriends at one time. Okay, were you ever married, or did you ever, like, let's say, be more like focused in relationships? You know what, guys? I kind of need to leave. I don't like this background when I when I face the camera this way. I don't like the background. I need to kind of lean over somewhere. I don't know what we are gonna do here. You know. Anyway, let me lean over like this. I'm not sure. Could you rephrase the question? Okay, if you would go back to being like 18 again, okay, what would you do differently to the age that you are at today? Yeah. Mm, casual girlfriends. You know, there's this channel where they just talk to a bunch of not old people necessarily, but not so young also. This guy said he wish he would have been more intimate, you know, because at that, I think at that point he was like 80 and he couldn't be intimate anymore, and he was like he wish he would have been more like, that's the best. He said that's honestly the best feeling according to him. That was actually, and guys, the video that I filmed today will be posted by the end of this live stream. Make sure you watch it and let me know, leave a comment, let me know what you'd like to see, because I'm already here in the village. What should you like to see more, and all of that? Uh-huh. Okay, I would have had, okay. Kaj says, stay where you are. Thousands of Africans leave home and end up homeless in Europe during the last 7 years. Okay, but the fact that thousands of Africa end up homeless in Europe does not mean that I will. But okay. CJ says, I'm not sure. Could you? Okay, I think I rephrased that. JD says, I realize I miss a lot of opportunities, but can't be regretful. Okay. Mm. You can't regret the opportunities. Okay. But see, I think if you live in the past and like regretting opportunities that you would have had, maybe that does not do anything, to be really honest, in my opinion. But yeah, but I think maybe seeing, or maybe even hearing that, maybe it opens our eyes, especially maybe for the young people. Maybe that could be helpful for somebody. um I need to scroll up or something. Hello, oh, Clarence Badwin, how are you doing? Welcome back. I think I've not seen you for a while. I like your hairstyle. Thank you. JD says, I've been lucky enough. Oh, wow, that's a good thing to say. You've been lucky. Thomas says, I don't feel so comfortable even in Germany anymore. Maybe I'm going to Canada to see my girlfriend. Okay, maybe can you move to Canada? Is Canada better than Germany in your opinion? Which one is better? Oh, Kat says Germany, more than half a million homeless. News report said 10825. The Federal Ministry of Housing, Urban Development and Building this. Wow, that's a lot of people. One boy recline, lay back. Yeah, if I recline, I'll be far away from the camera. And then if I can lean over on the bed, but then I don't like what you are seeing right here. You know, I don't care about my image, to be really honest, or whatever. But sometimes it's just like I'm going to recline over here. I think I'm more comfortable with the you all seeing this. Mhm. Africans need to realize they must build their own country. And this is where we start. To be really honest, I am not looking for handouts, or like, I'm not looking for, oh my God, adapt me into your country, bring me over. You know, it's not like I'm looking for. Actually, these people, you have to realize, people in the church are the ones who are fighting for me. No, Wambo is coming to Europe. He's coming to US and all of that. See, I don't sit around hoping that my life will change when I move someplace. I don't do that. I'm just trying to get a life here or something. I already to okay, I would be lying to say that I love the life that I live right now. I like it. It's better than how it used to be, but to be really honest, there's still a lot of growth to do. There's still a lot of, but I think it's pretty much meaningless for me to spend my whole life thinking about that I'm going somewhere, I'm gonna move someplace that's way better. That's, doesn't make sense. Uh, True, but how do they do that? Okay, but and also you have to realize when it comes to building, when it comes to even building, you have to have some money. You are like to tell people, "Oh my God, build something." For me, I am ready to build, but what do you start? Where do you start? What do you start when it comes to building? You need some support or some capital or whatever, or maybe a job. That's why people go to other countries. Let's say you invest like 2 years of your life or 3 years of your life, and then you come back, and that's a place to start, right? Um, Sorry guys for that noise. I need to like recline or something. This is becoming uncomfortable. Yeah, I think this will be nice. And then I can have the laptop here, right? Oh God, darkness. You know what? I don't care. But no, I do care. Unfortunately. Okay, wait a minute. I was gonna say that I don't care about the lighting, but when I watch these videos back, I'm like, I would have done this, I would have done that. So the lighting helps to even make the background kind of professional a little bit. Now this one will be ah, okay. I was about to cast. Anyway, I'm still coming for the comments, guys. What do we do? Let me just lean back for a minute. Yeah. Okay. This is a little bit more comfortable. And then I'll just read. Hope you all can still see me. Go ahead. Uh-huh. Wow. When corrupt government controls resources, okay, the economy is hard all over the world right now, okay, but that doesn't mean that if somebody wants to move somewhere okay. I feel like people who have already moved someplace, they've gotten their thing, like you've been helped to like start a life, you've gone maybe to these countries, you've made your share of money, then you start maybe bashing the places, saying, oh, it's not as good. Okay, why do let people go, let people travel and learn for themselves. That's just, I think that's what I would say. Okay, let's say I can say like, oh, people can say like, oh my God, don't travel someplace, you're gonna be bullied as a black person. So people can say that, but sometimes I feel like just go get bullied, learn your lesson, come back. Maybe you'll realize that you'll never want to go there again. Okay. True, but life in the US is still decent. I know, I know. Ositi Musa, hi. Thomas says living in Canada is beautiful. Moving there is no great obstacle. Okay. I feel like Canada is just pretty much just cool, like cool, you know. Did I see somebody say? Okay. Uh, okay. Where am I when it comes? Let's all go to Canada. You like Canada? Why do you like Canada? I think Canada is also like my kind of country. So cool. Eve says, how would you go about rebuilding Kenya? First of all, we would first of all do away with corruption. Do away with corruption. The other thing that we would do, people should retire at the age of 60. You know, here in Kenya, people at 60, they are just getting started with their jobs. They don't get retired. So where do we get jobs as young people, you know? Yeah, where do we get these jobs? How do we get the jobs? Yeah. So I think that's what I would say from your position in life right now. Oh, from my position in life right now, the corruption. I think corruption mostly in also the unemployment. Somebody needs to fix that. All this, all okay, and not in a bad way, but like if you're over 60, to be really honest, you've already harvested enough. Just go home or something. Like there need to be a system where like uh old people leave the positions for the younger ones. Okay. uh how would you do that? Yeah, people would have, they would be okay, there's a retirement age, but they rarely do even retire. uh, and because of corruption, these people still stay in these positions. I would help. um I'm strong. Okay. uh the city user says to build Africa, let's first speak African language, not English, because if you speak English, you're wasting your time, you're just exposing your secret to them. Okay, wait a minute. To build Africa, let's first speak African language, not English. Because if you speak English, you're wasting your time. You're just exposing your secret to them. Definitely, they will silence you. Okay, and see, you're saying that while you're typing in English. Like, oh my God, that's, you know, you're typing in English. Like, what? And what secret? What secret do we have? You know, I'm so sick and tired of people coming on here and acting like we have secrets just because we are from Africa. The thing is, speaking in English does not make me not African enough. Okay, so if I speak Swahili here, everybody in this chat, even you, most probably we do not speak the same languages. Like, haha, we are here agreed. I honestly, I don't think English is a problem or anything. I feel like it's a problem if you don't end up learning your mother tongue or the other languages. But there's more problems than language. I am so grateful that I can be able to speak in English. You know why? Because I can be able to communicate with you, or, you know, because of English, I'm not limited. I can, yeah. So I don't know. I don't know. Uh, who is they? I think your own governments are actually they. Yeah, the problem is like we are, I think now we are kind of like redirecting or like pointing fingers at the wrong places. Like speaking in English does not mean you're intelligent, but at the same time it does not mean that is a bad thing. Okay, if I speak in English, I am not going to be stuck in one place. Like when it comes to even opportunities, I can take opportunities from different places. Not to mention, even when it comes to relationship, can you imagine if you are in a relationship, for example, with my relationship, like we speak in English, right? So if you take that away from me, it's like what? um Therefore your own people are your enemy. Yeah, and I know that. I think we redirect, people blame colonialism for all the problems that we have, but I think I have also made videos saying the effects of colonization up to date, but let's not let's not even think about the kind of governments that we elect. We elect people who can't even help themselves, you know. uh Not by English. Wambo, is this one of the live stream where you sleeping? No, no, God. But I see I have been streaming for like 2 hours, 30 minutes. To be really honest, I just get lost in this, in just because the audience is so lively and stuff. Wambo, is this one of, if says I have nothing to do with that. Okay. Yeah, I know. Like speaking in English, I don't think it affects any of those things. Uh, this is, so you're not gonna give. Okay, where did the, so you're not gonna give the PO box. Okay, actually, I'm going to update it on the thing. What is it called? My information thing. So that like it's not like everybody is getting it, but at least somebody who cares to look for it or something. I'm gonna update it, CJ. Um, uh, but Osit Musa says seems to say that non-Africans are his enemy. Yeah, I think we just have a lot of energy directed at the wrong things. I'm not saying that our own government is the enemy, but is just like, that's where we start. You know, they are the ones who are going over there making deals for absolutely no reason, making deals everywhere. uh they are the ones who go and they sell our country. So why should we blame people that are not actually the ones to blame? If I was in Kenya, I would be bullied for being, well, so what is, it is what it is. I would be bullied for being, okay, or overcharged, mostly overcharged. Yeah, for being, oh, for being white, mostly overcharged. Bullied, no, mostly overcharged, I guess. Kiswahili is an African language, but it's only spoken in 3 countries or 4. You say, so switch to using it here and see if it changes anything. Yeah. Yes, what secret? Okay. You've had 60 years to sort it out. 60 years, people. Oh, God. So she says, is there any school in London or USA that they teach Kiswahili? Actually, good question. Okay, why don't you all learn Kiswahili in your schools? I can see that, but haha. Wow. Uh, I'm sure there is somewhere. Has an Afrikaans language program, so I'm pretty sure there are Bantus or other languages programs. Okay, even if they taught or they didn't, you know, why are we blaming? Why are you? We blame. We are the ones who really want to learn these languages, right? Okay, we are the ones who enroll ourselves to learn these languages. Okay, and I have even seen Africans who literally choose not to teach their children their mother tongue because they think that's behind. So, uh, yes, you can learn any languages anywhere. University of Arizona and University of Michigan offer Kiswahili programs, so they're, stop being a victim. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Okay, guys, we're literally gonna wind up. I hope, I don't know if CJ, I don't know if you're in here. I'm going to update that PO box thing. Because of course I can't write it here. But other than that I think we are kind of like done for the day. 2 hours. How many? Wow, 2 hours 35 minutes. Okay, so Osi Musa says, uh, don't wind up. Okay, don't wind up. Okay, I feel like I just wanted to tell you, Musa, like you kind of need to redirect your energy. You can't spend your whole time. Okay, you're typing in English, you know how to speak in English, while saying people should stop learning. You're preaching water when you drink wine. You know, it doesn't make sense. And I think most people do that. Even when it comes to having English names, okay? I can't see his messages. He might be blocking me. Oh, really? Interesting. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe he blocked you. I don't know. But what it is, in my opinion, I just feel like there's so many other things that are stopping us from becoming, or there are so many other things. So we're just looking for people to blame in our problem. And I'm not saying that the colonizers are any saints. Yes, they messed us over, but yeah, yes, we can block people. Oh, people are greedy. They want both. Okay. People want both. They actually, do people actually want marriage or the benefits of it? Okay, I feel what should people want? Should just want marriage, right? I'm home from work, buddy. Wow, that's interesting. That's interesting. Well, I'm still live streaming. Uh, it says 152 over 300 years ago. Ooh, wow, that's a lot of time. JD says, one boy, thank you for your life. Oh no, colonization here is just been 60 years, so that's not a long time. It's a long time, but not really. Thank you for your live stream. Good night, take care, get warm. You too, take care, get warm. Richard, hi. Okay. uh oh my god, everybody. Wow, so what do you do after work? It says post colonial Kenya. Yeah, the thing is, we kind of build on top of a lot of crap that was left here by the colonizers. So there is also that. We can't deny that, but I don't think that's something to kind of last on or whatever. Ghana kicked it off in 1959. mm, okay, are they any ahead or what? Okay. Wow, it's 120, guys. It's 120. Let's let's wind up. Guys, the video is posted. Make sure you leave a comment. The video about my village thing, what I did today. Actually, this I did not even edit that video. Straight from the camera, posted. Make sure you watch that video and let me know what you'd love to see tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow I'll wake up early so that I can capture the morning routines and milking cows and all of that type of stuff. Yeah. So thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you for thank you for your support. Thank you for your support. So I'm gonna see you all tomorrow. Tomorrow, but whatever. At least maybe in a live stream or maybe in a video. Okay. Make sure you watch about your care package. About my care package. What about care package? Okay, you all want to send care package. What I'll do is I'll update. See, like the way you can click on my thing and you can get my email. I should do a stream with a bear. You should. If you already have like 50 subscribers, I think you can live stream. But I think with the laptop, if you're live streaming from a laptop or a computer, you don't even need to have 50. Yeah, with all of my friends. Okay, we would be happy to join. Okay, yeah, do that. About the whatever people who are asking if they can send me something, I'll update the PO box over there. So thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you so much for always hanging out. I can't believe today's on Friday already. Like this week is have just kind of rushed. So thank you all so much. I'ma see you guys some other time. And make sure you watch that video and leave a comment. Not make sure. Maybe please, I beg. Okay, it's time for me to get cozy because I have been leaning over, backwards, front, in all angles for you guys. Wow. Oh, I forgot the camera is over there. I'm looking at my laptop and then I'm like forgetting the camera is over here. Anyway, even the donkeys are graying. We have like a bunch of donkeys. So thank you so much, you guys. I'm gonna see you all tomorrow. I think I keep saying that. It's like I wanna go, I don't wanna go, but I'll have to go. So enjoy yourselves, guys. Of course, as usual, when you leave a comment, I'm gonna be there, right there to reply. Nap, take a nap. Yeah, I'll take a nap. So, uh, thank you guys. Bye bye. Or whatever. Enjoy yourselves.